Apple recently eliminated its advanced data protection feature for users in the UK. Advanced data protection, ADP, enables end-to-end encryption. Here are some of the features that are not end-to-end encrypted without advanced data protection turned on. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know end-to-end encryption is great for the user, you as the user. Often when companies like Google or Apple say that something is encrypted, it means that it's encrypted from others, but not necessarily from them. This means that they can access the user data when they need to. And this is where end-to-end encryption comes in, because it's encrypted from them too, from the companies like Apple and Google as well. Advanced data protection is a feature that's not enabled by default, and a lot of users don't know about it, so don't use it. But now in the UK, it's not available at all. In January of this year, the UK government issued a secret order to Apple to share Apple user data globally in case of a national security threat, which we know for Empire from various examples can mean anything they want it to mean. Adhering to this request would have required Apple to create a backdoor into their ADP, which essentially breaks end-to-end encryption. Backdoors are a way for an entity to get access into something that otherwise they shouldn't have access to. In other words, backdoors are really front doors for those who have access. So instead of building that backdoor into advanced data protection, Apple just got rid of that feature altogether in the UK. Now, I know some people might want to say, oh, that's great, Apple didn't build a backdoor, so good for them. No, Apple gets no points for doing the bare minimum. They were given the option to appeal, but they didn't. And the option they chose to get rid of it altogether wasn't that they were trying to protect and fight for their users. They were just trying to protect themselves and their existence in the UK. And remember, advanced data protection, something that is end-to-end encrypted, should and could theoretically be built into the entire platform itself so that there's no way to remove it. But that's not what Apple chose to do. And in fact, it's not even turned on by default. Even though they decided to get rid of the function altogether and not build a backdoor, all of this should give everyone pause, regardless of whether or not you're an Apple user. Because requests like this are made all the time from governments and regimes to companies that make hardware and software, from the hardware devices themselves to the email, notes, storage, messaging apps, and more. So what does this mean practically for you? We need to continue pressuring companies, some more than others, as I've covered many times in the past. Big tech's primary purpose is not to protect your data. It is to harvest and profit off of it. This is a constant reminder that Empire and the corporations that thrive under them in no way have your best interests in mind. So don't use those platforms like they do. Under Empire, always think about the intention of a company and why they made the product or service the way they did. That can help you navigate and make decisions about your relationship with these hardware and software products. Take what you need, protect what you can, stay private and secure out there, y'all.